The Wiseguys TCG10. Coupon code. Use it.
What's going on, guys? It's Greg Farley from the Wiseguys, aka Pegasus, and it's Sunday, so you know it's a chill session. It's also Sunday Life Tips, but before we get into that, we have to talk about Ycs Knoxville and what's going on there. Basically, it's a 4-deck format. 4 of them things. We got Salomon Great, we got Sky Striker, we got Thunder Dragon, and of course we got Orcus. Now they're rotating all over the place, and right here is going to be the chart. Surprise, there it is. But basically we got Sky Striker 16%, which is 5 of the decks. We have Thunder Dragon at 21%, which is 10 of the decks. We have Salomon Great at 25%, which is 8 of the decks. And lastly, we have Orcus rounding out at 28%, which is 9 decks. Now, the math, it may be skewed 1% here, 1% there, because we rounded kind of. That's kind of what we did. And please don't ask me about Thunder Dragon, because I have no idea, as we don't know if it's Danger Thunder Dragon or Thunder Dragon, because I don't even think Konami really got to the point of that. So yeah, kind of waiting on deck lists. I didn't get to make the event, so you know, it is what it is. Also, shout out to Jack Verma, who won the German Nationals, and he won it with Altergeist. Now, a lot of us hate this deck, but the deck is pretty good. And what you just basically can pull out of this is that Altergeist can come in and surprise an entire meta, basically, because if everybody's prepared for each other, if those 4 decks are prepared for each other, then blam, you can get cracked by a deck that's gonna go second, as you see with the evenly matched and the impermanences and the surprise spicy tech of compulsory. I'm gonna have to look into that one. That one's kind of interesting. I guess it's just kind of a bait card, but really cool deck. And deck profile, and then I also like some of his choices in the side as well. But yeah, so if you're here for Yu-Gi-Oh, that's the end of the Yu-Gi-Oh part, so you can kind of sign out. Now we got to that 100% of that chart. Today I wanted to talk about 100% and getting yourself to 100%. So I was talking with a friend about health. Sometimes I peer off in a distance, but we were talking about health. And really, he was talking about a lot of stuff. We were talking about mental health. We were talking about spiritual health. We were talking about physical health, which, you know, we all got something to work on, you know. Like, my diet's trash a lot of the times. You know, I work out a lot, so it, like, balances itself out. But you have to take care of yourself. You have to keep yourself at 100%. But I was telling him that I have anxiety, so that's kind of like a backstory. But basically, your mental health has to be at 100%. Because it's really just as, if not more important than your physical health, because I guess your mind is the most powerful thing about us as humans. Our mind is a very powerful instrument in this world. As you know, it either can take us down a dark path or take us to a really awesome place. But bottom line, what I wanted to talk about was the mental health part of it, because that's where we kind of got stuck, as I was trying to explain something to him. Stuff like little stuff, you won't even notice it, but stuff like turn the TV off at night. I've had people tell me this. This is older people than me, who are far wiser than me. And they were saying stuff like, turn the TV off. Let your brain rest. A lot of times you don't think about that. A lot of us sleep with a fan on. That's not so much. But a radio, you had a laptop open. You stay up till 3 in the morning playing a video game. Dueling book. We play test till dueling book till 4 in the morning. You know, sometimes leave the TV on when we go to sleep. A lot of that stuff affects your brain to the point where if you're sleeping and the stuff is still going, your brain's not actually resting. Literally, believe me when I say that, because it came from a doctor. This is a family friend, but this is a doctor saying, he's a neurosurgeon. So this guy knows the brain far beyond anything that I know. He was saying your brain's not resting. And if your brain isn't actually resting, that's terrifying. Like, think about that. Like, and obviously our dreams get distorted, I guess, if all that stuff is on. Who knows? That's a whole nother area. But he was talking about that, and he was saying that ties to mental health. Obviously the diets, obviously what you eat, obviously what time you go to sleep, obviously all that type of stuff. But electronics and cutting all that stuff off. Now, who are you to say that when, you know, you're looking at me on YouTube and I'm shooting this with my camera, you know. But we have to give technology a break sometimes. That's all I was really trying to say, is give technology a break sometimes. Let your brain rest. This is exactly verbatim. This is from my grandmas, from neurosurgeons that are family friends. I'm saying this. Give your brain a rest, relax, and especially check out my main man Kenobi's. I want to say it was a 101. We'll call it a 101 series, and he was saying that rest is so very important. But I'm saying this as well. Get technology a break, because that's important. Even if it's not leading into an event, I'm talking about your life. I don't care about Yu-Gi-Oh that much. I love Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, it's very important in my life. You know, it's gotten me out of some dark times. But hey, trust me, give your brain a rest, relax, enjoy yourself, enjoy your life, and get away from technology sometimes, especially with 4G and 5G and 6G eventually. You got to give it a rest. This is Greg Farley from the Wise Guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you stayed all the way through, I appreciate it. Some of you guys asked for this, so this is why I'm trying to do it. If you weren't here to hear this, I'm doing this for no reason. Appreciate you guys. YG baby, Pegasus.